Tactics. Hello, Football Manager world. You're watching the newest Football Manager channel on YouTube, FM American Style. Hey, welcome back to FM26 and Saint-Étienne in the second tier of French football. Today we're going to accomplish 4 things. We're going to discuss our left back situation, and we're going to place an ad for a transfer opportunity to acquire a left back. We're going to go through our staff responsibilities because there's a few things I need to delegate. We're going to create our first tactics, both in possession and out of possession. And we're going to hit continue once because there's a few things that I need to have resolved. So starting with our left back situation, I said yesterday that Ebenezer Ainan was our only natural left back who had the ability to play on this team, and that is true. He is. But we do have other options. Dennis Apaya is reasonable on his left foot. He has the ability to play on the left, and he has the skill. So when I play somebody out wide, I want them to at least be reasonable on that foot unless I'm playing them inverted, and I usually only play wingers inverted. So Dennis could play back over there if I need him to. The same can be said for João Ferreira. He's got the skill, he's got the ability, and he's reasonable on his left foot. And then as I discussed yesterday, Maicon has the skill and ability, but he's weak on his left foot, so I would not use him over there unless it was an emergency. But let's go ahead and create a transfer opportunity to try and acquire a left back. In order to do that, you go to recruitment and you click on transfer room in. Then you click on create requirements. So this is basically a combination of scouting focus and the ability to ask your general manager for player recommendations. So we're going to click left back. Right now it's set to in possession. We want him to be, right now I'm just going to set him to wing back. I'll take a transfer or a loan. He needs to be at least 18. I don't think I could even play a 15-year-old, and I usually would not play anybody under 18 unless they were an amazing wonder kid. And no more than 32 years old. I don't usually play anybody older than that, or unless they're already on the team and still really good. Playing time, regular starter. Now you click on out of possession, and for out of possession, we're going to stay on wing back, and we're going to put him to full back, and there you go. So there you go. We're looking for a full back, left back, 18 to 32 years old, regular starter. Once we hit continue, we'll be able to come back here, and our GM, Loic Pererin, will have some suggestions for us. Right now, he does not. So there you go. We've created a transfer opportunity. The next thing I want to do is look at the staff. So if we go to staff and click on responsibilities, there's a few responsibilities I need to set. Staff responsibilities, we're going to leave everything except for, we're going to delegate recruiting staff for the under-19 team, the only team we're looking for staff right now, to Mr. Perrin, because as we saw previously, he is elite at judging staff talent. So we're going to delegate that. One click is all it takes. There he goes. He's delegated. I also want to have him take care of coaching courses for now, which he's already doing. So that's great. He's already doing all that. We're going to hit confirm, but we're not done yet. Scouting, I want our head scout to handle assigning scouts for now. We will come back to that, and we will do it eventually on our own. But for now, he's going to assign scouts. I want him to also handle recruitment meetings. And which one is he? Actually, I'll have Loic handle the recruitment meetings, assuming I can find him. Where is he? Loic, there you are. Back, I guess. These screens confuse me a little bit. I don't know how to get back to that screen exactly. So now we're going to go back to responsibilities. We're going to go back to scouting. And now, hopefully, he'll be set to, well, no, he's not set to that, but that's fine. As long as it's not me. That's the main thing that I care about. The chief scout is handling all of that stuff. I also want somebody to provide opposition reports. And right now, this scout is doing that. And if I remember correctly, all of our scouts that we kept are at least good, so that's fine. We'll leave him on there. And we'll hit confirm. The last thing, I don't care about handling friendly matches. I let the assistant manager to do it even when we are learning a new tactic. So for right now, friendly matches, we're going to delegate to our assistant, which is going to be Fakiri. He's the one who's going to be left with us. So there you go. That's the second thing that I wanted to do. The rest of these things we can come back when we have a complete staff. Right now, we are not going to have a complete staff. So that's staff responsibilities for now. Before we continue, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. We are a new channel. We need every subscriber we can get, so please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Okay, the third thing we're going to do is tactics creation. We're going to do it through the introduction message here because it's going to require us to go through that anyway. I will tell you I've been through this a couple of times now off camera just to learn how it works, but I'm going to show it to you on camera. So I'm going to pick in possession. If you didn't know, when you get here to this screen, the little thumbs up icons are the formations and styles that your assistant thinks you should play. I'm not doing that. I want to play Gegenpress, so we're going to pick Gegenpress. We're going to hit next, I guess. We're going to pick a formation. For now, I'm going to pick a 4-2-3-1, but I'm going to change it when we get into the tactics screen. And then I'm going to hit out of possession. We're going to stick to the 4-2-3-1, even though we're going to change it. Actually, we'll do 4-3-2-1 narrow. It doesn't matter because I'm not keeping either of these formations. So we're going to hit confirm. That's it. It thinks we're done. We're not. So what I want to do is, this is the tactic I want to play. So we need a DM and we need 2 midfielders and 2 wingers. This is in possession and a center forward. That's the formation I want to play when we're in possession. When we're out of possession, these guys will drop off. Because remember, in possession, they're already up here, so they're just going to drop back. And there you go. So one thing that's really cool about the new tactics creation, I don't know why I didn't say that, but there we go, is this little feature here. If you go to advice and you click on tactics evaluation, you have to click a few times to get it to show anything, but right now it's telling me that everything's great. It likes this tactic both in possession and out of possession. So I'm going to show you how that works if it doesn't like our tactic. So we're going to set this guy to pressing fullback. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So now if I look at advice, I bet you it tells me it doesn't like that. Let's find out. So again, you have to click back and forth And now it's telling me that those guys won't work. It does not like the right and left backs. It says pressing DM shouldn't be selectable as a single DM formation for out of possession. So it does not like that this guy is a pressing DM, while these guys, and he's not a pressing DM, but okay. I know they don't like if I hit screening DM. Now I'm going to have even more problems. Go to advice, tactics evaluation. I don't know how much we can trust this stuff, but I can tell you right now that I like it. I just hope it's trustworthy. So it doesn't like with the fullbacks being on pressing and the defensive midfield dropping. So we're going to set him back to defensive mid. And we're going to set the pressing fullbacks to fullbacks. And then you'll see that it likes the tactic pretty well. So there you go. But I want to look at in possession because there's some things I'm not fond of here. As a center forward, so Gone is pressing forward, Gone is advanced forward. So I'm assuming channel forward is like what advanced forward used to be because they're a goal threat and they move into channels. So that's what I'm going to set them as now. The wingers, I'm going to leave as wingers. I'm going to set one midfielder as advanced playmaker, which I believe we still have advanced playmaker, don't we? Yes, right there. And the other guy I'm going to leave as a center mid. And then this guy, the defensive midfielder, I'm going to leave at defensive. Yeah, I'm going to leave him at defensive. Actually, to see what the tactic says, I'm going to switch him to halfback. So now let's see what the tactical advice is. Does it like that now? So again, we're going to click over a couple of times because it seems like you need to do that. And it's fine. It doesn't have any problems with that either. So that's fine. But there's another thing you can look at. So now if you want to see how strong, you remember the old heat map thing that it used to do? I never liked that. I never really understood it. It's different now in FM26. We're going to go to advice and we're going to go best 11 or starting 11. Okay. All right, it didn't work, so let's try quick pick. Again, I'm still learning the UI, so who knows, things may change as we go, as I learn the UI better. Okay, quick pick. Now we have players in all those positions. It's interesting you put Ferreira on the right and Ainan on the left. Okay, that's fine. Now if we click this little guy here, I will tell you I don't really understand what it's showing me now. Is it showing me that everything's good? I guess that's what it means, because there's no red areas that I can see. Now I am a bit colorblind, I'll tell you, but I don't see any glaring red areas. So I assume it's telling me everybody's good. And out of possession, how's it telling me? Yeah, a lot of red in the middle, which is odd considering we have 3 midfielders. But okay, I'm not sure what this means any more than what it used to mean. For now, we're going to keep these tactics. We're going to see how they play once we start playing matches. I want to see how they fare in the friendly matches. But that's all for now. So that's the third thing. The last thing we're going to do is hit the continue button because I want the staff members that I fired to be gone. I want the transfer opportunities out that we made offers. I want those to go out. I want the left back transfer opportunity to be publicized. And I want to be able to advance. And we need to get started. So there you go. We finished all the emails. We've created tactics. How well they're going to work, I don't know. We've set some staff responsibilities. We've put some guys up for loan. We've made some transfer offers. And we've set up a transfer opportunity to acquire a left back. So now let's see if the game is going to allow us to continue. Before we do that, because I'm new and because the game is new, I'm going to save it just to make sure there's no problems. There we go. And we're going to hit continue. And we're going to see what happens mainly in our inbox, what changes in the inbox. And there we go. What do we got here? A bunch of inbox items. So teams accepted the friendlies. That's good. You remember we set up a couple more friendlies. So teams accepted those. That's good. Loan offers made for Saint-Étienne's Menuhin. We're going to have to look at those. And for Duffus. And for Agesilas. And interesting that Coventry refused to make an offer on, no, I'm sorry. They made an offer on Apaya for $575,000, which I think we asked $1 million for him. Let's see if we can negotiate that. Let's see if we can get $750,000. Yeah, so we're going to ask $750,000 for him now and see if they'll take that. I think we asked $1 million. So will they take that? Can we ask for a response like the old game, or do we have to send it out again? I guess that means that we have to send it out again? Very confusing. Yeah, we have to send it out again. Okay. So let's see, we'll go back to our messages. The next message was that there were no offers for Moblu. Okay, so that takes care of that. And the last thing I need to see is whether or not all those staff guys that we fired are actually gone. So we'll go to staff. We'll go to coaching team. We'll click on coaching team again. And yes, the one assistant is gone. And if we go to our youth setup, I assume we'll see that the second team coaches are gone. Yeah, so the second team coaching staff is now empty. That's good. We have one physio left because we've offered him a new contract to move up to the first team. And that's it. So that's where we're going to stop today. Thanks again for watching. We really appreciate it. In our next video, we're going to start moving towards that first friendly in 6 or 7 days. Take care. Have a good one.